Hi, everyone. So I decided to start very early and I'm going to keep my voice down because I don't want to wake the children. And I'm sure you guys can tell from where I'm sitting, I'm in a different environment. I am not in Glasgow. Yes, so I'm not in Glasgow. Um, yeah. So hello, fashion and lifestyle with Pearl. How are you, my beautiful sister? You're already present here. So I'm hoping that the internet stay secure while I'm on this live stream. I was going to do this live stream on my laptop, but suddenly the internet is playing up on my laptop because you know how when I come onto StreamYard, I like to bring stuff to you, like play it to you so you guys can listen and see so we can talk about what we see. But like I said, my laptop is currently not connected to the internet. It's fluctuating, it connects to the internet and it goes off. Maybe tomorrow I might have to go buy some sort of dongle or something so that I have an uninterrupted internet. So I'm connected to the Wi-Fi here, but it's not stable. So I'm hoping it stays stable the entire time while I'm on this live stream, okay? Fashion with Lifestyle said, I'm interested in this. Yes. Hello, David Black. Mom of five, is everything okay? Everything is absolutely all right. Everything is okay. So I traveled. I'm currently in Germany. I went to come visit a lovely sister here. So I'm going to be here till Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to be here till Saturday. So I hope the internet, treats me well, stays stable so that I can come do all of this live stream because I've got lots of live streams scheduled that I really want to do. And if the internet is not stable, that might maybe just discourage me from doing the live stream. But here we are. If you guys can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. And let's dive in. So welcome everybody. Hello and welcome. So the stuff that I really needed for this live stream, there's on my laptop, so I won't be able to show you guys anything. We're just going to talk based on what we see. And with that being said, let me see if I can connect to this internet wireless again. Please like and share as you are coming in. Like and share as you're coming in. And let me try and see if I can maybe connect to the internet again. Let's see if I can try and connect to the internet again because it's playing up. All right, I can't seem to find the code for it, but yeah, Mama Jojo Vegan and everything else. Hello, my beautiful sister. Welcome to my channel. I think this is your first time here. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with my internet. So guys, give me a second, please. 1 second. Let me see if I can find the connection to the internet. Okay. I can't find it, and I don't want to go wake my sister up. I think she's possibly setting the kids up in bed. So hello, David Black. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So just a quick introduction to those of you who are just joining me for the first time. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as That Mom of Five. I'm also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Hello, everybody. Hello, David Black. Welcome, welcome. I'm absolutely great, David Black. Thank you so much for checking in on me. Yes, we should have done this topic yesterday, but it kind of like clashes with another channel that I support. So, and they were practically talking about the same thing. So, out of respect, I decided to schedule it till today. So, yeah, hence why we are here. So, let's talk about Regina Daniels. Let's talk about Regina Daniels. You all know how I feel about the fact that you all know my stance. Well, for those of you who are new here, you all know my stance on our marriage. And with that being said, I clearly understand also why there was an early marriage because me sitting down here, I was an early bride. I mean, let's say I married quite early. Okay, I married between the age of 2021. So it's not as if maybe I already know what marriage was all about when I got married. And I also want us to know one thing that if you look at some women who married young, for me, marrying at an early age, there was a reason why I married at an early age. And that reason stems from home, my upbringing, what was happening at home. So I'm sure you guys already heard my story of obviously being brought up in an abusive home, like my dad being abusive towards my dad. So All of these things was part of the reason why I decided to leave home early. Obviously, me getting married and stuff like that. And this is the first time I'm admitting this publicly. Yeah, and I'm not ashamed of admitting it. So, hence why when this story of Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko. So, how old is Regina Daniels, guys? Please help me in the comment section. I think Regina Daniels is 25 or 26, and she's only been married to Ned Nwoko for just over 5 years. And Ned Nwoko, his Google age is showing as 65, but I think Ned Nwoko is way older than that. And also, I being obviously being a lady or a young woman who married at a very young age, I did not want that for my children. I did not want that for my children. Yes, when I got married, I barely had an higher education. I was like a every time. I'm sure you guys will hear when I say at times that I studied I had a diploma in law in LASU. Hello, Life with Nasu. Welcome, my beautiful sister. You guys know our information here that I studied diploma in law in LASU. I was only in that program for just a session, like a term, barely 3 months. So I am a trainee. I got married at the age of 21. Hello, everybody. Hello, Anna's expression. Hello, Mimi King. I married at the age of 21 with barely any education. Yes, I went to secondary school. I finished from secondary school. I gained admission to the last to study diploma in law. And like I can always say, hence why when I speak in my video that, oh, I did not school in Nigeria, I did not think of me spending just a session in LASU as me schooling in Nigeria. So I did not have any higher education qualification from Nigeria at all. So I got married at a young age with no higher education, with no job whatsoever, with no skill whatsoever. Maybe I have a skill. I can braid hair with no skill whatsoever. Hence why if you come to my channel here, I will always advocate that if you are that kind of person I was when I was 21, and you're planning on get married, please abort mission. Abort mission. So somebody just said here that Nedunwoko is 70 allegedly, and Regina Daniels is 24. So hence why I've always kicked against our union with Nedunwoko. And I want to believe that there's a reason why our mom encouraged us to get married to a 70-year-old man. And I will associate that to issues at home. Obviously, from stories we've heard, Regina's father was not really in the picture. So it was pretty much our mom who raised her and a brother. I don't know if that was a younger brother. So it was pretty much our mom was pretty much a single parent who raised them alone. So I would say she ended up in a marriage with an older man was as a result of her upbringing, of her home. Just like I said that me leaving home and getting married early was as a result of the abuse that was happening in my house. Like, no, my dad was abusive towards my mom. So that contributed to me wanting to leave home. Like, I really didn't want to be a part of being in that house anymore. It was impacting on me that I attempted to run away several times. Yes, and this is me just admitting this for the first time on my channel. When I was pretty much younger, below the age of 20, I attempted to run away from home based on the things that was happening in the background between my parents. And yes, this is the first time I admitted it. Even my siblings have never admitted this to them. So I understand clearly that obviously Regina Daniels' mother encouraged her to get married to an older man. However, I felt like Regina Daniels at that age would have been 18 or 19. She's matured enough to be able to say, oh no, mom, I am not doing this. Because she's an not early, I am early childhood actress, Nollywood actress. She's been acting from a very young age. So she's been thrown into the midst of grown-up adults, which means that she will have learned one or two things from all of these people that she's been acting all around them since she was a very young child. I will believe that she's even much more matured. Hello, Zeno. Hello, everybody. I'm not ignoring you. Please say hello and every hi to everybody. Hi, Mom of Five. Still waiting on my gift. Hey, Zeno, which gift? Like, which gift? Which gift was Zeno? Oh, Zeno, I understand. You did not guess right. You did not guess the question right. So I felt like at that age that Regina Daniel was, she could have said to her mom that, no, mom, I'm not doing this. But I understand that she got married for the money. Yes, we all know that. There's no beating about the bush. And mom encouraged her to get married to an older man for the money to secure the bag. Obviously, she was a single parent, brought up two kids on her own. Yes, Nollywood, according to what they said, was that there's no money in Nollywood. But I was of opinion that at that age, Regina Daniels could have said to her mom that, no, mom, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. But she decided to go ahead anyway, guys. If you guys are seeing ads on this video, please do let me know. because, like I said, I'm not able to get onto my laptop. The connection, Wi-Fi connection is terrible. So please let me know if you are seeing ads, please. So I felt like at that instant when our mom encouraged us to go get married or to an older man, she could have said, no, I don't want to do this. Zeno said, I hope you're having fun. Zeno, if I tell you that I've not stepped out, I arrived here on Saturday. The cold here, I did not prepare myself for the cold. The cold here has not, I've not even stepped out of here. I've just been eating, sleeping, catching up on YouTube. David Black said, Mom of five, I got married late at age of 32 last year. I envy people that are married early, have their kids early, and enjoy the golden later age. You know what? There's nothing wrong actually if you are matured mentally. For me, I think when I got married, I was matured mentally, but then I had no skills, no high school certification whatsoever. I practically went into a marriage without having any source of income. And in today's world, I would never ever advise that for anybody of my age then to marry at this age. So if you're 21, you don't have any income, no skills, no school education, I will never ask you to go into that marriage. I don't care if that man is Babulu, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. So there are so many reasons also that could have led to somebody getting married at a later age and also people getting married at a younger age. Okay. Zeno said they probably told her she was the only one that could save the public. Possibly, possibly. So that's why I said she could have used her voice and said, no, I didn't want to do this, but obviously she has to secure the bag. So down the lane, we already knew that Ned Nwoko already had 5 wives. Like somebody said here that 7 wives, 21 children. Let me find that comment. Mimi King said 7 wives, 21 kids. that's that's a lot because they said by the Bible said when one man clings to a man, they become one flesh. But in this regard, it is one man and 6 wives, and many more will come. And I've always said this that Ned Nwoko has used money to make so I was watching a channel this morning. The man's name is Dr. Apiko or something. You are seeing hearts. Thank you so much, and that's expression. Guys, please like this live stream, guys. I really appreciate it. So I was watching an elderly guy. His name is Dr. Apiko or Apoki or something. And I was so mesmerized by the way he actually addressed Regina Daniels' case. So he said something about that he referred to himself as a 2-minute man because obviously he's almost at the age of Ned Nwoko. And how is Ned Nwoko managing 6 women? How is Ned Nwoko managing 6 women and the youngest of them is just below the age of 30? You know, she will be, So what I'm trying to say in essence is this that Regina Daniels got married to Ned Nwoko, an elderly man, obviously old enough to be her grandfather. Within the pace of 3 years, she gave birth to 2 children, 2 boys. Let me recommend here. Guys, please like the live stream. I really appreciate it. So Joy said, how can you say you get married late at 32? What about those that married for the first time at 42? I got married at 31 and I don't regret anything. We all have our unique stories and journeys. Absolutely, Joy. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said from the beginning, that I know whatever age you get married at, if you get, like for me, like I said, there was a reason behind me getting married at a very young age because I felt like getting married was the only way out for me. Yeah. Life with Nat said, I got married at 34 and I'm glad I waited. Plus, I still felt I should have waited more. Now, me sitting down here, if I were to come into this world again, I would never marry at an early age. Because later on in the marriage, maybe this should be another live stream for another day. Because later on in the marriage, especially if you got married to a much older person, like myself and my husband, there's 9 years in between us. And as time goes on, there will be some changes. Yes, there will be some changes. Me being a 19, 20-year-old to now being a 40-something-year-old woman, there will be some changes that the other half will struggle to come to terms with. Yes, that will be another live stream for another day. So, Regina Daniels got married to Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko already had 5 wives and many children. So if you minus Regina Daniels' 2 sons, there were already 19 children in that household. And then Regina Daniels got married and added to making it 21. So we all know how Ned Nwoko has been flaunting Regina Daniels everywhere. You know, she's got beautiful skin, she's beautiful. She did her body, set hips, pump. No, she did her body because money is talking. She was well looked after and she was traveling everywhere. Money is everything. She was on the hand of Ned Nwoko. So Ned Nwoko is now a senator. I was reading somewhere that Ned Nwoko did not use Regina Daniels, that that Ned Nwoko has always been a senator. I don't know how true that is. Has Ned Nwoko always been a senator before he met Regina Daniels? I don't know, but please help me in the comment section. That there's nowhere Ned Nwoko used Regina Daniels, that Ned Nwoko was already popular. The only thing I knew Ned Nwoko for then was that he often takes people's lands, allegedly. That was what I knew him for. So he obviously he has to buy people's land, and if they refuse to sell their lands to him, he carry police to them, did all of that. So abuse of power. That was what I knew of Ned Nwoko before Regina Daniel came into the picture. So him being a senator before, I've never heard of him being a senator before. Okay. Um, Princess Clarina, welcome. Princess Clarina said Regina is too young to involve herself in such strife and animosity. All she will learn in that marriage is babalawo, place, and jazz cause. Each wife will be fighting. We will get there shortly. Joy says some people married very early, say 21, and regretted it badly because they were not even prepared emotionally, financially, career-wise. That would be me, Joy. I married at the age of 21, and all of these things that you mentioned, I was not prepared at all. I was not prepared at all. I am now learning at this later age, and it's kind of like caused a little bit of constraints one way or the other in my marriage. I must say that. So yeah, that's why I'm not an advocate for any woman to get married below the age of 20 without no career or anything like that. Um, so David Black said no. Organet was in House of Reps. All right, okay. He's a freshman senator. All right, okay. Zeno said, I didn't know him before Redna. Me too, I did not know him before Redna, but then obviously it was maybe when he was starting to do those curricular work for Regina. That was when there were news of him, like a lot of news of him from people of his village saying that, people refuse to sell their land to him and then he will bring police to them, take people's land allegedly. That was how I got to know him. Hello, Mr. Patrick. Welcome, sir, for coming here. Mr. Patrick said, it's abnormal. We get married late in Africa. Primary, secondary, GSS, SS, JAM, waiting, graduation, employment, 10 years plus. Local to Japan are married late. Okay. Laugh with Nature said, 28 more like pending. Guys, please, exactly. So, as we were saying earlier on, so he got married to Ned Nwoko pretty much young. She was the belle of Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko would take her everywhere. And I remember where I was furious with her. Furious with her was where during that last protest that happened in Nigeria, and she was coming to clap for us. She was coming to clap for us. And I'm like, see this small Penishi girl coming to tell us what to do. Like, see what thing I don't do now. And I'm like, girl, go and take several thousand seats. Who are your mates here? So look how they said Ned is an accomplished lawyer. All right, okay. No wonder he's been using his power to. So with that being said, few weeks ago, there was in fact, prior to that, there was a video of Regina Daniels that I saw where she was in a room on a bed with her two sons, and she was maybe crying. She was crying in that video. And obviously, as someone like, oh, why is tears in your eyes? So one way or the other, she kind of like disguided that tears, rubbed her eyes off. I felt at that instance that was when she was starting to come to terms with what she has actually put herself into. A household, like I've got friends who came from polygamous house, and every time I meet up with my friends, it's always one bass boost or the other. One bass boost or the other. Can imagine 3 wives, 9 children, and they were all girls. It was always bass boost. And how they were all able to survive with all of them losing their lives, because we all know how polygamous family runs. It's either one we do stuff, fight today, now me go sit down for front of the car, now my turn tomorrow. And just like Dr. Charles Akpoke of YouTube said that when he was married to his wife, that he said on the channel that he was a 2 minute man, 65 and above, even with one woman, that he was a 2 minute man. That how is Ned Nwoko managing 6 women at his age? 2 minutes. Well, at some point we saw Regina Daniels with what's this girl's name, who was dealing with Kayamata and stuff like that. So now, obviously, when I saw that video of Regina Daniels crying, she wiped her tears off. So she's the kind of wife who chose to stay and cry in a Lamborghini. She's the kind of young girl who will stay and cry in a Ferrari. And that Ferrari now, there was a time that she would take a picture in front of that Ferrari. That Ferrari is not Regina Daniels, allegedly. All of the wives have taken turns. So one thing you need to know is that you go into a polygamous household, whatever that belongs to the man there, or whatever that all the wives are using, I won't be surprised if none of those things are not in the wives' names. So if there's a car, the car might not be in Regina's name. Like that red Ferrari that we've been seeing, we saw it from that latest one that Ned Nwoko is carrying everywhere now. We don't know if the car is reporting, and then we've seen Regina Daniels with that car as well. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: that Regina Daniels is in that marriage. She's starting to say when. And I don't know why she went into that marriage. But again, it's clear that she went in for money, for the money to secure the bag, because we all saw how our mom benefited. It was alleged that Ned Nwoko bought her mom a house, gave her lots of access to properties and stuff like that. So she practically sold her daughter. I pray that God will never make me such a mother who will put her child in such circumstances. 6 women. See, if it was Regina Daniels' mother that actually went ahead to marry Ned Nwoko, maybe there won't be wahala. Because I felt she should have been the one to marry Ned. But then Regina Daniels' mother is not a virgin. So, because it's been alleged that Ned Nwoko is going after a virgin and stuff like that. So a few weeks back, there was a rumor that is it Chika Ike, if that's her name, she shared a maternity shoot of her being pregnant, and yes, it's been alleged that Chika Ike has always been. Please, guys, let me know if it's Chika Ike, so I'm not calling the wrong name. It's been alleged that Chika Ike has always been a part of Ned Nwoko's life, allegedly, and whom Regina Daniels know about. So Chikaike has always been allegedly been a part of Ned Nwoko's life. She was a part of Ned Nwoko's life. Ned Nwoko was, sorting her money, settle up in business allegedly, like practically taking responsibility of Chikaike. And then Chikaike posted that video, picture of her with her, belly being pregnant. And before we knew it, the rumor started that Ned Nwoko allegedly fathered Chikaike's child. And at that time, when the rumor was going on, Regina already disappeared from social media. Regina already deleted her account on Instagram. She already deleted her page on Instagram. And by that time, she was in London with May Edochie for a certain food. I think they were promoting May Edochie's new movie or something with AY. They were all in London. So she was giving us baby girl life, outfits, shopping, all of designer stuff. So she has access to money and all of that. So shortly after that post of Chikaike came out, um, Ned Nwoko, being the senator, his representative wrote a letter to debunk that no, he did not father anybody's baby. It was not, it came to debunk as always. Chikaike also posted a post on her Instagram page and on her TikTok page that the Ned Nwoko did not father her son, that as child, that she has a reason for not sharing that part of her life, that the public would only know what she decides to share. But then all of these gossip pages, Kuti Jules, Gist Lover, they were all telling us netizens that come now in Nwoko allegedly fathered. You can imagine 6 wives in his house, all of different body stature, body pose, body shape, fair, dark, and he's still chasing allegedly one outside, even though that one has been a part of his life for a very long time. David Black said, my dear Regina Daniels' mom wanted to be Organet's sixth wife. He told her she's too ugly and old, allegedly, and she decided to use no baton. Okay, now. So they do go debunk that news. Chikaike debunk that news as well. Please like this live stream, guys. I really appreciate it if you like it. If you like this video and share it, it's going to help YouTube push it so that other people can watch it. At least, guys, help me. I need to make money on this YouTube. Okay? You all know Nurse job is not easy. So all of that happened, and all of this while Regina Daniels was still not on social media. She was not available there and there. And then we started hearing this news of, okay, when that news of Chikaike came around, people started to say that, okay, Regina Daniels has left her marriage. And then I remember I did a mini live stream where we kind of like discussed it, and people were like, oh, that the way Ned Nwoko married all of his wives, there's no way any of them would leave, that even if he passes away, that none of them will be able to live because of the marital right or something is done on them. And these people also mentioned that look at all the previous wives. They are still in his house, they are still in his life, they are still married to him. Some will go and they will come back. And in such a marriage, I just don't like, I don't know how he's able to satisfy all 6 women. I won't be surprised if allegedly all the other wives are also benching outside, because the Bible said when one man clings to one woman, they become one. But in this case, 6 women to one man. I've not heard of that before. When they cling, they become one. So the rumor on the street now is that Regina Daniels has left her marriage. And in my own opinion, I don't think she should leave. I don't think she should leave. And you guys be like, Mom of what are you talking about? She's been married to this man for 5 years, over 5 years. She has 2 sons. She's beautiful. I believe she will have done well for herself if she's not married Ned Nwoko, because she's like a Nollywood babe. Like, she did rub shoulder with big, big people in Nollywood. If she's not married Ned Nwoko, she'll have been fine. But now, if she leaves now, Ned Nwoko has nothing to lose. Regina Daniels is going to be the one to lose. Joy said, as mothers, we need to imbibe and emphasize values like contentment and hard work into our children, especially our girls. Contentment is very important. Once you are contented, you are welcome. Yes, I actually mentioned this contentment on the video I uploaded this morning about that Lambo girl and Burna Boy. Like, stop trying to wish what other people have. Stop trying to wish it for yourself. Okay. So, like I said, that it's too late for her to leave now because she already gave birth to two sons for this man. She will forever be known as Ned Nwoko's wife. And like I said, people were like, because of the marital rights that he did on all of his wives, that there's no way any of them are going to leave. That maybe the rights carry some sort of consequences if they leave. So she's better off crying in a Lamborghini. Because there was a post I saw of her. She would rather be crying in a Ferrari. The likes of Chioma Davido, they would rather be crying in a Ferrari than out of the marriage. And there's a picture of her which I saw with her brother, where her brother said, "Thank God, say, let me find that post actually, so I'm not saying the wrong thing here. My laptop really messed up this show for me today, but we move. I saved them on my other device, so let me go see the folder I created. I created a folder for her actually. Yeah. So there's a post of her and her brother there. That post there where he wrote, "Thank God, say, road to success, no day anybody papa house at Regina Daniels, my baby is back." So maybe she went visiting or something. So that was her with her brother, and her brother was sound like welcoming her back. So, and recently also she was awarded an award with the son, and they see refer to her as Regina Daniels Nwoko, even though she has removed Nwoko from her last name on her Instagram page. Yes. She has removed her last name, Nwoko. So the name she bears on Instagram now is Regina Daniels Eneamaka Favor. That's the name she bears. So she has removed Ned Nwoko. She has removed all of the lovey-dovey pictures of her and Ned Nwoko. We know all of the lovey pictures of her and Ned Nwoko. She has removed everything from her Instagram page. Everything. If you have the chance to scroll down through her page, you will not find any photo of her and Ned Nwoko anywhere. So she is the wife who would rather cry in a Lamborghini. So let me read comment, guys, and I will drop the link in the comment section for those who ever want to come in and say something. Zeno says she won't lose. Oh, some richer men is waiting for her actually, but then some richer men, they probably won't marry her. They just will be tossing her one to another, one to another. Do you not see all this? Even Hollywood, how all of these celebrities tend to pass themselves around each other. All the women passing themselves around all the male Nollywood actresses, actors. Well, I saw a post of the boy who allegedly claimed that he was her boyfriend before Ned Nwoko snatched her. This guy was saying, "Oh, I love her." I don't know if they ever dated, but there was a post on Facebook. I saw this guy was like, "Oh, he loved her, blah blah blah, this blah blah blah." That it was us that she left him for Ned Nwoko. So, in my own opinion, I felt like she'll be the one to lose. Our sons are made up. Do we know if she has access to all of those money we've been saying? Do we know if he's actually generous with her in terms of cash, whereby she'll be able to spend money the way she wants? And I hope she has made use of her sense and not just be buying designer stuff, be doing skincare stuff, and not be saving up, be creating a portfolio for herself. Because we all know all these rich men, especially the one with multiple wives, to get access to their money. You need to wait your turn to even see them talk more than you want to spend time. So, and again, there's a saying I found that this Dr. Apoki said, because I was on his channel this afternoon and I watched his video, and he he did justice to the video of Regina Daniels. Okay, he did justice to it. It was like polygamy cannot be marketed as gold. Women who are going to polygamous marriage, even in this age, I don't know what they are thinking. David Black said, "I personally don't think she will leave. I don't think she will leave either, and I won't advise that she leaves because now till death do them part." The kind of lifestyle Ned gave RD won't find it elsewhere. She will use that lifestyle as a standard for men moving forward. This is also about this Laba girl as well. one Kerewa, one Lamborghini. Mm. So I don't think she would leave. And obviously, as Dr. Akpoki also said, and this is an elderly man who's been married before, and I think he left his first marriage. I've not fully watched the reason why he left his first marriage. But anytime he talks about his first wife, he's like, oh, I even said that they should be giving her, that the woman tried for him, you know. So she's not going to leave, and I won't advise her to leave. She better stay there because that lifestyle, just like David said, there, the lifestyle is too posh for her. And you all know how she was doing Pepper Dem Gang. Like, who are you doing Pepper Dem Gang for? Because you are not happy in that marriage. Like, a man has a whole 5 women before you. What makes you think that he's not going to marry another one? Even if he doesn't marry another one, it's going to be tospe outside. It's going to be toss outside. And this world, some women out there, they are desperate. They will go with anything as long as they're going to offer them the money. Some women nowadays are desperate. They are cryptocurrency. That's the new word now, cryptocurrency. One Kedewa, several styles. You get a house in Banana Island. Some are so jealous. And I mean, not jealous. Some are desperate. And for the fact that I'm talking about this, some of our lovers, when they come back to watch back this video, they will tell me that I'm jealous of her. Like, jealous of her. I have a child who, my oldest child is just maybe 2 years or 3 years younger than Regina Daniels. And no, I will not want that for my child. I will not want that for my child. And people have always been like, education is not for everybody, but it pays to have education because you can never tell where you find yourself in this world. Okay, what skill has she got apart from acting? We all know the kind of eye they take, they look all these Nollywood female actresses. They don't look at all these Nigerian Nollywood actors. They don't look at them in a respective way because they believe that all of them are one way or the other doing something on the side to buttress their lifestyle. So in my own opinion, I believe she should stay there. Zizo said she will be all right. I just don't know about the traditional part. Yeah, that is the traditional part I was actually concerned about because obviously, I'm sure, like I said, I did the live stream and people were like, oh, because of the way he is married them, that they won't be able to leave that. Why are the other 5 women still in his house? Even the ones that are not on set anymore. So when I mean the ones that are not on set, like his first wife, his second wife, third wife, I don't even think I've seen them. Is that Layla and the Nadanes that I've seen the more of? The other 4 women, I've never seen them. I don't even know what they look like. So Regina Daniels' husband, allegedly, we all know there was a time that there was a rumor that Regina Daniels was that girl that was doing Kayamata then. Passion with Lifestyle said, I'm a jealous lover. I can't share either. I'd rather let you know have him than share. I'm not that way. Those ladies are trying. Hello, Cindy Emmanuel, welcome. So 6 women aiming for the attention of just one man. And like I said in the beginning, guys, like this live stream. Jaruma, thank you, Zino. So did Kayamata not work? Well, Kayamata worked to an extent because back to back within 3 years, she gave birth to 2 boys. So Ned must have been validating her all the time for her to have, been able to achieve that within 3 years. And those boys look like Ned Nwoko. And also, obviously, one of the issues where I felt like she married that man. So obviously, they said that Ned Nwoko is 65. I'm of the opinion that it's older than that. Let's put a round figure of 70. Brenda Daniels is 24 or 25. She has 2 boys. By the time our older son becomes 20, Ned Nwoko will be like 90 or 85. That's not fair. It's not fair on that child, on those children, that their father is as old as that, which means that in their adult life, when they will need a father figure, Ned Nwoko will have aged. I will not be there that much for them. Hello, Faith Kuku, welcome. How are you? Long time no see. I hope you guys understand what angle I'm trying to come out here. So, or let's say Ned Nwoko is 65 and Regina Daniels' first son is 5 years old. So by the time that boy is 15 years old, Ned Nwoko will be 75. And when that son, when he's growing in his adult years, Ned Nwoko will not be there to, and I don't think that is fair. That is not fair. So there won't be a father figure in that boy's life when the father figure should really be there. I think that's selfish of Regina Daniels and her mom, or maybe selfish of her mom to have put her through that. And in my own opinion, like I said, she's been a child actress for a very long time. She's in the midst of people who she will have seen their lifestyle. She will have seen if they were married. She will have seen or done 1 or 2 things. For her to have been able to stand up for herself and say, oh no, Bob, I'm not doing this. If you want the man, you can have him, but no, I'm not. But she allowed herself to be pushed into that. So, like the Bible said, two shall become one flesh. The Bible did not say three or more will become one flesh. And yes, men like him who has money always come under the disguise, I am a polygamist. They are using money to carry plenty wife with being a two noodle man, allegedly. Because tell me, I was trying to Google it earlier on that how long can a man over 65 last for on a woman? Talk more when he has 6 women. 6 women. Like, how is he going to be able to do it? 6 women. Because you can't be leaving the women for a week. Or is it once a week you do? You go around 6 women once a week. So Regina be the number 6 wife. Is she going to be the last one? So it's every 6 weeks she will see Ned Nwoko. The wife that is number 5 is every 5 weeks she will see Ned Nwoko. Heart attack is real. Oh. Heart attack is real. Pumping. It's real. Okay? I'm just saying my own. So, and then there's a saying that Dr. Poki said. He said, what happened in the house of old Leia will happen in the house of a broiler. Faith Coco, you are laughing. It's true now. There's a time I used to watch this lady called Yinka TNT. She was like, an average fit man will struggle to last 5 minutes. That is an average fit, if like an average fit man will struggle to last 5 minutes on a woman. And I remember being on our show that day and people were calling that, Lila, don't talk like that. Or me, I can last 30 minutes. The woman was just cutting their cord. Lie, because there's a research. Research has been carried out. From a certain age, you can no longer do more than 2 minutes. From a certain age, you can no longer do more than 5 minutes. If you say because you are fit and strong, you want to do over 5 minutes, you could pay me for the your heart will just pack up. Because that activity alone, do you know the amount of pressure it takes for blood to pump through your heart to the organs that is functioning for you to be able to carry out that activity? Do you know how hard your heart is working? Being a nurse here, maybe I should come and give you guys a lesson. Do you know how hard your heart is pumping blood for you to be able to carry out that activity? And someone say, I can last, no, not talk like that, I can last 30 minutes. You go point me on top of that woman. You go exterminate on top of that woman if you thought you want to do 30 minutes. Only if you're on medication to help you. Even though with the medication, it's to a certain level. It's to a certain level. Fashion people said that expatriate lady, I feel for her. Me, I don't feel for any of them. Now money that they look for. David Black said, my dear, we know that Regina Daniels have not done anything meaningful during. Exactly. She's just been baby girl life, soft life, Gen Z, baby girl life. And yes, I know all these children of this age, my children as well, they are easy life. They don't want anything that will stress them. Other than filming, that's why I said, apart from the Nollywood thing that she does, what other things has she done? I'm not trying to compare anybody here, but look at Yabo Jo's daughter, Priscilla. She's a multi-serial entrepreneur. Yes, Juma Jukes is about 9 or 10 years older than her as well, but that age difference there. But I'm not even talking about the age of the man now. So I'm trying to compare Regina Daniels and Yabo Jo's daughter, Priscilla. Priscilla went to school. She acted briefly as a young child in Nollywood. She's a serial entrepreneur. So for that one now, she knows the inside Nollywood. She doesn't act film anymore, but she has multiple businesses. She went to school. She's a graduate. I can't remember what she studied, but she went to school. She's a graduate. If business don't work again, if being a serial entrepreneur does not work again, she will dust her certificate and go and find a job if it comes to that. And on the other hand, she's not really working based on what she studied at uni now. She's a serial entrepreneur. She has multiple businesses. What do we know that Regina Daniels have? So David Black said all the wives that leave Oganet always come back. Now, so we've seen. So now that Regina left, she's definitely going to come back. I know that for a certain. But she be Gen Z babe. We should not be surprised if she decides to pack her bag for goods. If she decides to pack her bag for good, because she's had a baby. If she goes anywhere, if she goes somewhere where people don't know her, nobody will be able to say she's had two babies because her body is still, her body is still banging. Oganet always come back. So allegedly he is stingy with money. I'm of that opinion as well. Fashion and Lifestyle said most men take exactly. That's what I'm saying. Even with that, if you go to a GP, if you have a certain age, you get the kind of medication where they will give you. And if you don't pass that, they will tell you that no, Don't even know. Just go and do the one that your body can take. Mr. Patrick said, one more five, you don't spoil no TNT fan. Sir, I am not TNT fan. No. It was just by chance during COVID that I stumbled across her channel. Oh, and I must say, maybe it was twice like that I watched her show. It was too rotten for me. I couldn't stomach most of the show she was doing. So it was one of those times. It was one of those times I was watching a video that she did that live stream where she was like, if you know you can last more than if you she was saying it with all boldness that men say there's a research you can't do more than 5 minutes. If you say you can do more than 5 minutes, you are a liar. She said we should not count foreplay. We should not count the tospe you will do before, but the real thing, the real thing you can't do past 5 minutes because the do itself. What do you want to do? When you are not a horse, you are not an ox that you want to do half an hour. And yes, some men were calling that, Auntie Yinka, don't say that to me. I can do more than 30 minutes. She thought, say, shut up. No, what do you mean? You can't do more than And Mr. Patrick, I'm sure you know this man on YouTube. I think Auntie B shared his video this afternoon, Dr. Apoki. He's 65, according to his over 65, and he said that men over 65 allegedly are 2 minutes noodles. Sir, please, if you have the chance, go and watch this latest video that he did on Regina Daniels. David Black said, Organic can never give them money to invest to be independent, independent of him or have their own money. It will let you use all his properties while you are married to him. The day you leave, everything go exactly like the Ferrari that they are passing around, the red Ferrari. Life with Nancy said, but still, a husband is not in his 40s now. Exactly. That's why I said we should not even think about the age. Juma Jukes is like 30 something or so. So it's still a good age. Life with Nancy said, you go explain, entire, no evidence. Right, guys, I'm going to drop the link here. If anybody wants to come in and say one or two things, let me drop the link here. We want to be here for maybe an hour because, like, I don't want to wake the babies up. Their mom has gone to set them up in bed. So that's why I'm not shouting this afternoon. Normally, when I'm talking about topics like this, you see me gyrating, like vibrating. David Black said, Mom of Five, we are both nurses. A man can go even 2 hours after he climaxes the first time. That's TNT. David Black, don't let me go and do research for you. David Black, don't let me go and do research you. But let me not go and do research because Mr. Patrick is here already telling me that. I don't believe 2 hours. I don't think so. There will be a break. But 2 hours on the go, it's not possible. I will go and carry journal article come. David Black, you want to challenge me to a article challenge? I still have my login for university. I'll go and do research. I'll go and do research for you. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. Men over 65 years old, over 2 hours. Even men of any age, you can't do 2 hours and over. No, you can't. Except you are just doing the do without reaching Jerusalem. Except you just want to be doing the do without reaching Jerusalem. But if you want to do the do to reach Jerusalem, no way will you do 2 hours. I'm sorry, I don't agree with you, JB Black. Anyway, let's move on with my points. So, and also Yoruba people used to say that passion tofi no yawo le. Now the same thing they go use no yawo. That is that the cane that they used to beat the oldest wife is waiting on top of the roof for the new wife. So that cane now is what Regina Daniels is not willing to accept. Yes, the first wife enter, second enter, third enter, fourth enter, fifth enter, and then you are 6. What makes you think that Ned will not bring another one in? Well, he might not marry another one. We don't know yet. Maybe just maybe Regina Daniels might be his last bus stop. But the man that is still gyrating at his age and he has money, so with money he can do and undo. I just felt that in all of this, the only person I've got blamed for is Regina Daniels' mother and Regina Daniels herself because she wanted the lifestyle that she wouldn't have to work for. I need a lot. So, and also, like I said, there was a show I was watching today that there are some women who are faithful in a polygamous marriage, but not all of them are faithful. Hence why, look at the story of MKO Abiola. We all know how women were flaunting around MKO Abiola. At the end of the day, out of maybe almost 150 children, when they did DNA, how many were originally Baba MKO's children? You guys can go and do the Google assignments. Guys, please like this live stream, guys. I've dropped the link in the comment section. If anybody want to jump in, we just want to be here for an hour and then we'll round up. David Black said, after the first round, a man can do over 20 minutes at least. Some go 2 hours. Oh no, wait, I am not talking about men's fights. I mean men my age, 18 and 99. See, even 18 and 39, I don't agree with you. This one, I'm setting up a challenge for both of us, David Black. We need to come and do article research together. I'm going to go and find articles that support this claim of 18, and I don't think it's possible. So when we remove foreplay, like minus foreplay time, minus deduct foreplay time, the do itself, the jangle oyoyo, oyoyo, like, you cannot do it. You cannot. And also, Mr. Akpinoko, Dr. Akpinoko also said, I don't know what that meant, but he said, what happened in Morocco is going to happen in Nigeria. I don't know the meaning of that. Please, if any of you watch that Dr. Akpinoko's video, please translate or define or explain what happened in Morocco is going to happen in Nigeria. Please explain for us. Okay, explain for us. So, guys, that's pretty much all I've come here to say. And for me, there's actually some stories or some part of my life that I really want to come here and share with you guys. And like I said, me getting married at a very young age, I'm happy now. I'm going to be 42 this year, and I've got 5 children. So marrying early has its own benefits. Okay, marrying at a very young age has its own benefits. Like I said, 3 of my children are in university, and the last 2 are in secondary school. And trust me, bringing those 3 up is quite hard. And me leaving home to get married at a very young age, me leaving home to get married was my only escape route. And I already shared the reason why I'm here with you. We have a guest in the house. Hello, my beautiful sister Natu. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
Mama Five, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. All the people try crying Ferrari and Lamborghini. I'm market.
Help us that level. Help us to ask them. Oh.
And that's what they're using to deceive all these young girls. That's why somebody went to give Kwaku because somebody say you buy her Lamborghini.
To give you money. You know what? I think what happened
Yeah,
with that case of Burna Boy is that she said she already has some money, and he promised to give her the balance, but Odogu did not. But still, one Kerewa balance for
you
Lamborghini.
know.
But no,
And that bothers me to the kind of standard girls bring their stuff to these days. Like, how cheap are you?
I know.
Do you think that you as a girl you can't hustle and buy Lamborghini for yourself? Do you think it's
Tire.
impossible? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. And that's
Mhm.
why this fight, that's why I've been saying about this Natasha fight. I think this fight that she's fighting is not her fight. It's everybody's fight. Because I'm
Yeah,
tired of people trying to make it feel like a woman cannot do something for herself or cannot achieve or attain success without giving something. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
And yeah, like so in the case of Regina, like I'm so sad for her. I'm not really happy for her, honestly speaking.
mm,
I'm not feeling bad for her. I'm just sad for her that her mom had to put her go through this. Because honestly, I know somebody that I'm very close to that her mom tried to get her to do this. She said nope. She and the mom had a fallout for years. She moved to America, got married to someone, was pregnant until she had the baby before she told her mom.
mm,
And I was mad at her. I'm like, ah, why did you tell her? That was not fair. She was like, ah, she wanted me to marry somebody, and I said no, and she's mad at me, but I don't care. But now she's living her life with her husband. They're happy, and the rest.
yeah,
So kids need to learn to put their foot down. People like Regina that don't have like maybe probably she was too young and the mom probably manipulated or brainwashed her, like someone said earlier, that she probably told her that you are the one that will save this family from this disgrace or from what we are going through, blah
I
blah
know.
blah. And she decided to sacrifice herself and be the Messiah. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now she's suffering it. And one
Yeah.
of one of one of Nigeria, one of my co-workers in UBA that is from Edo State that we went.
Hmm.
Ned is from Edo, Abi Delta.
I think Delta or something. Is it Delta?
But
Guys, where is
but
Ned from?
the thing is that men, people from that side, they have one tradition. If they marry you and they perform some traditional rites, if their wife goes outside to do anything, she probably might fight.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think that's the same thing I
Yeah.
read that when I was doing last time. Somebody,
Yes.
maybe we were the one that dropped it in the comment section. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that my coworker, I remember her own age. I think when she broke up with her husband, they had to go and like undo the thing or something like that. I can't even remember. But people like Ned, old men like that, they are very petty. He might decide not to go and
Mm,
undo it. Do you
mm,
understand what I'm saying? He'd be like,
yeah.
no, you are mine. And he looks like those men that will be like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Nobody
Even
can
with the
have him.
long
Yeah.
stories that we're hearing about him, it's probably like that.
Mm,
If I
yeah.
can't have you, nobody can have you.
Mm.
That's what it is. So I think that's why he still have all his wives still with him, and now he's saying that he's a Muslim.
Also,
That's
they are
what,
no good rest. Mm.
that's what he said, that he's a Muslim.
Is a Muslim. Like even the
Uh-huh.
Muslim, they do not, do they not say me? Me at the end of
No,
the day is
no,
Mary. Mary is four, but he's married
no,
six.
even at the four, there are conditions with the four. And the conditions with the four is that if you're going to treat them equally, that's the condition with the four. I'm from the north,
Mm.
and I have Muslim friends. One of my friends, I have told her husband, the day you decide you want to get second wife, count me out, I'm out. I'm not doing Kong Hausa girl, point
Mm.
blank period. And that's it. I have one of my friends that's a medical doctor. Oh my God, I don't even know where he is now, Bello. Bello used to tell us back in the days. That was like almost 20 years ago. Even when this thing was not even, he came from a polygamous, but he said, not to, if I marry, I'm going to have two kids. I said, God forbid. In your family, it's the only two kids that they have. If they have two kids, you will not be here. He said, no. He said, the way the country is going, you just have two. If people are running, he'll carry one, his wife will carry one. Chicken. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
even the claiming that they are claiming, and also if you go into Islam, see those people that are married more than one, two wives, if they want to do rubbish, that's when they'll start invoking all this. I'm a
Yeah.
Muslim, I'm a traditional man, I'm
Yeah.
a kini kini con. That's
Yeah.
when they start
Even
doing
even
it.
even even apart from being polygamous, look at this talk of I mean being a polygamous man. Look at even nowadays, the talk nowadays now men will like if they want to be looking for excuse to go and play away match, and men are polygamous in nature. Like they should all keep their mouth shut. It is when they're
Yep.
applying to do something, they will say men are polygamous in nature.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do. So even in order the excuse they use when they want to go and do rubbish, they will now say that the religion has permitted me to get more than one wife,
Yeah.
so I can marry more than one wife.
My
Then
wife.
somebody will come and meet you.
And then
Somebody will come.
I was watching a video as well, and I read a comment, and this person was like, okay, with the population of Nigerian women in Nigeria now, the population has said that women plenty past men. So how are we going to balance this idea of women plenty past men? So freaking well, because at the end of the day, not be every woman go one marry. It's just like here in the diaspora. Some people practically said they don't want to get married. So
One thing people don't understand in life is that this marriage, thing- excuse me, this marriage, thing, not be everybody go marry.
exactly.
Everybody go get a kid. People need to know that and have peace. But people want to be saying, how would you balance? How do you balance what? Go and think about your life. People don't even want to
Mhm.
think about your life. And also, that side that you talked about, people having people not getting married early. Honestly speaking, my younger sister, when we were much younger, my younger sister got married at 26, and she's younger than all of us. I was 6 years.
Mm,
We were 6 years older than her. My elder sister is 8 years older than her, but she was more mature than all of us. And we didn't
mm,
have a problem with that. We support. She got all our support. In fact, we were the one that organized the wedding. We were all single. So people came to the wedding, were just looking at the side eyes. Hey,
yeah.
our sisters are not feeling bad. They're organizing our wedding. No, that one was more mature and was ready for marriage than all of us. Until when I'm telling you, so going to marry, and nowadays, men, nobody wants to marry liability. Let's just be
Exactly.
honest. And do
Yeah.
you know all these people that want to go and be reading Bible? Proverbs 31 woman. Do you know that Proverbs 31 woman is a rich woman? Go and read it again. Go and read.
Mm.
No, Proverbs 31 woman was not a stay at home baby girl lifestyle. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? She was
Absolutely.
hustling. So
Mm.
go and look for money, look for your own money. Because if
Exactly. Look for
anything
your own money.
happens to you today, anything happens to your husband, your children don't have to suffer because their daddy don't have money.
Huh.
Because
Mm.
my mom had a job, my mom was a teacher back there. It wasn't like she had, but my dad was a vet. I mean, his place was a vet doctor.
Mm.
But anytime my dad couldn't do anything, we hardly know because my mom was balancing it up.
Yeah.
We hardly know because my mom was always balancing it up. Do you understand?
Mm.
So imagine my
Yeah.
mom was waiting for my dad, she was not doing anything. What would have happened?
Mm. Exactly. That's why I'm advancing that women have something doing, I'm
They
something
will not
doing.
hear you.
Yeah.
They will not hear
Um,
you. Coconut hear the WhatsApp group will not hear you.
we have another guest in the house. I think her name is Gladys.
Hi, Mama Five.
Hello, Gladys.
Hi
Welcome. How are
Gladys.
you?
Not too bad, thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah, so
joining
I
us.
just you're very welcome. So I just have one thing I wanted to say in this Regina Daniel issue.
Yeah.
Um, I think that man actually as well used that girl for his campaign,
Okay.
because if you look at during the campaign, she was the
Mm-hmm.
one flying
He was taking
everywhere
everywhere.
with this man.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
because Regina Daniel tend to have a lot of follower, she has
Mm.
that, So I think that was why she was put forward, not the
Mm.
other one,
With the
you
other
know.
ones.
Yeah. And
Mm.
I think it's part of it. Another thing is the mother. I don't understand why that type of woman we allow her her daughter to get
Her
married
daughter.
to a man as old to be even like a grandfather to
Grandfather.
her, not
Hmm.
even a father, a grandfather to her.
Grandfather.
So when this thing happened, when they were getting married, that I was watching this thing on the TV, and I'm
And you
like,
know what? They
this
did their
woman
marriage
for
codedly.
real?
The marriage,
Yeah,
when he was marrying her, it was codedly.
yeah. But it was brought. I think so. Some people brought it because I saw when they were doing all those rites. I
Yeah.
said this woman is putting this girl into a it's like getting into a cultic whatever.
Hmm.
I don't understand because I understood that when they do that thing, you cannot actually leave that
You can't
marriage.
leave. Wow.
So she's stuck in that marriage. Like, even if she leaves, she's going to come back. Like the other person said, she will
Hmm.
definitely come back. And I just hope, I pity this girl. I just hope she saved some money somewhere,
Exactly. That's
to
the
make her
cocoa.
life okay. Because if she was living all those big, soft baby life and she didn't,
Hmm.
use that, even her mother, I don't even know if that one is even a good mother, use their brain to put something aside,
Put something aside, set
you
up
know,
something, have a portfolio or a business somewhere
because
or something you
you
can
are
fall
not
back
number
on.
one, you're not number two. Yeah, you're not number three,
Number six.
number four, number five,
And
number
allegedly
six.
number seven with a baby outside.
So you already put yourself there. So you should be wise enough to
Hmm.
get something for yourself. You can't tell me that she's not getting money at all. She wasn't getting money at all when they were together. Of course,
Yeah, of course you
living
will,
all
yeah.
this lavish life, even if the man is buying things for them to use, I'm sure one or two things will be, entering her hand, like going into her account. So she cannot
Exactly.
even tell me that she didn't get money. So I just pray that this our Gen Z, God will help us. God will help all our
Amen.
children
Amen.
because
Amen.
this there's a lot of things going on. All this fast life, all this. I want to drive this car. I want to be there. I want to wear this bone straight.
Get
I
it
mean, what do
straight.
they call that hair? I don't even know because me, I don't wear wig. I
Mm.
cut my hair bone straight, or what is it called? Anyway, they want to use things that they can wait. Make your own money.
Mm.
Wait,
Exactly.
work for it. Make your own money and get all these things. I just hope
Exactly.
and I just pray for her that if she's leaving the marriage for good, I hope she'll be able to leave and have something behind, like have
Behind.
something that she has really, invested somewhere that she can fall
Yeah.
back on. If not,
Exactly.
I pity
She's
for her.
gonna be on her own. She's gonna be on a long
She
thing.
has started a
She's gonna
clothing
be on a
line.
long
Oh.
thing.
She has started a clothing line.
Eh.
Many people is doing clothing line. All of them are doing clothing line. How many people are buying those clothes
I'm
from them?
clothing.
That's the question.
And their clothes are
My
not cheap.
sister, help me see road.
Please. They are all doing it. Is that the main thing they are doing? All those ones that you see that say, I have boutique here. Is that the main thing they are doing? They have some things that they are doing behind. How many clothes are they selling? Who is buying those expensive things from them?
Attire.
Eh?
And so, I used to buy clothes from Nigeria. And most of those clothes, they are flimsy, tardy, like cheap clothes fabric that they sell for all those prices. They put it on. They are putting their
And they're
price
so
on.
Oh,
expensive.
They are
And
expensive.
it's
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
are very, very
okay,
expensive. Like I used to, because I
what
love wearing bubu, like African bubu. I love wearing bubu, like big madam. I like wearing outfit like that. At times when I buy the one I bought last time, almost, I spent almost 450,000 naira. The
you are
clothes,
imagine.
lying.
eh? I can't
On
even
just
wear it. I
Google.
have to pack it. I asked
Why?
if
What
I told my
happened?
sister that come, the clothes you got for me, and
Yeah,
they're calling themselves
yeah.
boutique,
I,
celebrity boutique.
Mama, let me tell you, when I came to this building, I learned how to sew.
You are lucky now. No, that time when they told me, when I was waiting before my jam result came out, then my mom told me that I'll come and go and learn how to sew. Me, I said, God forbid, me become a
Uh,
tailor.
Mom
Now,
of five, do you want me to tell you
I
my
wish
own?
I've learned.
They gave us the
when
money to
I
go and
came
learn to
in,
sew.
I
I
learned how
spent the
to sew. I
money.
was even making buba and wrapper for people when I was in London. When I was living in
See,
London, you know they
you
like
are the,
parties every weekend. I will
now,
say,
you are the one who's making all the
bring
big
this.
money
I will
now.
make it. That time I was collecting 15 pounds. That was, I was talking about 16 years ago. 15
Now,
pounds. You know how
to
much
do
that
Ruan
was?
Buba, to do
I'm
Ruan,
telling
normal
you.
Ruan Buba is
Then,
almost 70 pounds.
now, you see?
Yeah.
You
In
see?
Glasgow, me and the tailor, I'm like, kilo de. They're like, before I cut the material, before I buy parts, this, that. If you want like all this fitted style they sew in Africa, maybe like skirt and blouse, the one I
Yeah.
sewed to go for an outfit, the lady charged me 125 pounds.
Uh, I
Since
know.
then, I said, okay,
That's
I'm
how
not
they
sewing
charge
anymore.
you.
I'll be buying bubu from Nigeria. So,
Yeah.
I'm always like, you know what? Learn a trade or a skill. So for me now, I can make hair. I've got 3 girls. All throughout when they were young children, I don't think I ever took any of them to an hairdressing salon. I
Mm-hmm.
make their hair up until they're of age. Even now, at times, if I want to be stingy to myself, I'll do my braids myself.
Yeah.
Maybe
I make hair as well.
if I want to treat myself, I'll go to the salon.
I
You know,
make hair as well. When I got to, when I got to Ireland, when I left UK, when I got to Ireland, the first thing I was doing when I got here, before I got myself together, was doing hair for people and collecting money. You know, if I didn't know how to do that hair, I would be here just looking for how
yeah,
to survive. I was
exactly,
doing hair for people and getting, even if the money wasn't a lot, but people were coming because they saw it was cheaper than wherever they would
exactly.
have gone to do their hair. So I was making that money to survive every week. So that's why it's good as a woman, even a man, have
Have
something
something doing.
doing.
See the talk of
Everybody has,
men. See the talk of
yeah.
men that are not working. See the talk of men that are not working in diaspora. I'm going to schedule that live stream. I'm going to schedule
Telling
that live
you.
stream.
We
They are not
have a
working in
lot of
diaspora.
them here. One of
They
five.
are waiting for child. They are waiting for child benefits. They are
Let me
waiting for
tell
all
you,
the money.
we
We are going
have
to
them
schedule
here
a live stream for
plenty.
that.
We have
There
Hold
are
them
on
here
a
plenty.
second.
plenty. There
We
are
have them
plenty.
here plenty. Do you know what
Ah,
they do? They will
hmm.
even be looking for a single mom. They will be looking for
Eh,
a single mom or somebody with a special need child that is
who will
that
not
is
be working but can be getting the extra money.
that is collecting disability allowance and all that they
Disability
can come
allowance,
and
disability motor, disability car.
so they will now come
Mm.
and say they love you so that they can be chopping that money.
They stop you
There are
that
a lot
money.
of them.
See, that
Jobless
would be another live stream. That would be another live
gigolos.
stream because I want to come and
Jobless
cast them.
gigolos. They are
Because
all there. I know.
the likes of that the freeze, we don't talk about that, but they'll keep telling you don't bring your wife abroad, don't bring
No,
your wife abroad. But there are
Imagine.
men who are in this diaspora who are not working, who are actually fighting their wife for that child benefit money. That oh baba. That
I'm
oh
telling
baba.
you,
We set
I
up a
say
live
one
stream for that
person.
one.
Let me tell you, one person actually came to me. This person, I know him through one of my friends. He
Mm.
came behind my friend, knocking my door, and I opened the door, and he's like, "Oh, can I talk to you?" I thought he was going to say something reasonable and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and oh yes, sir, come in, sir, yes, sir. Me, I was even respecting this stupid man. God forbid. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. So he came in and he sat down. I even gave him water. I offered him cup of tea and all that. He
Mm-hmm.
sat down. Then he now said, "Oh, he's been thinking about it. He's been looking at me. He really likes me." And that I allowed him to finish. I allowed him to finish all his sermon. I look at him. I say, "Look at me very well. Did anybody tell you I'm single?" He said,
Can you imagine?
no, I am. You are here by yourself now. You are here by yourself. So it's because in Yoruba he said, "Kò sí nǹkan tójú ò rí rí." That was what he said to me.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
that was what he said to me. I just said to you, I said, you know what? I don't want to be disrespectful, and I don't want
Yeah.
to be so. If you
Mm-hmm.
know where you are coming from, please pick your car key, and get out of my house now,
And get
or
out.
else
Exactly.
I'll call the police on you, and I will scream that you are here to do something in my house. Pick your
Can you
key and get
imagine?
out of and never come back to this house. That man, anytime I go to the shop, African shop especially, I always see him. Anytime he sees me, he will go through the other door. He will run. He will run through the other door. Just
Can you
because,
imagine?
and I asked my friend, I said, did this man tell you? He said, he mentioned it once and he told him, don't even go there.
Hmm.
Don't
Can you
even go there.
imagine?
And he now came behind my
but
friend.
do you understand the kind of lazy men that this society is raising now? Back in the days, our
Yeah,
fathers want to like provide every dime and everything.
Exactly.
These guys now don't. We
Hmm.
have to work to do it, our boys. We have work. Hmm?
God will
Exactly.
help. God will help us.
Amen.
We just have to
Exactly.
put it in
Amen.
God's hand
Amen.
because there's no
You
perfect
know,
parent. That's one thing I'll
no,
say.
Exactly.
We
that's
just have to
true.
put
But
it in God's hand to help us.
see, I
I have grown up
understand.
Exactly.
boys as well,
But
and
we
I
also
pray
have to
for
play
them
our own
every
part.
day.
But we have to
Mhm.
play our own part because back in the day, our parents. I don't know where they're learning it from, but back in the day, our
Carry
parents were
out.
not like that. My father
Yeah.
never knew how much my mother's salary
You
was.
know what? See, it's even annoying that obviously things are changing, inflation, things are getting expensive. You still see some man who be hiding their money away from their wives. So
Yeah.
you are not giving the wife money. You are citing child benefit. Child benefit. It should be the government is giving you money for the children. So
Uh-huh.
one question I often ask them is that what if you were in Nigeria and you have your wife and children there, where we have a government that do not care about you?
I'll
Now,
give
so
you
you know,
any
go give
social
your wife money
services.
to care
Yeah.
for the children. So because you are now
Hmm.
in a country who has a system that provides for the children, you heard with your ears, child benefits is for
Benefits.
the kids because they know that obviously the income you are earning is not a lot. So whatever they are giving you is to support you because at the end of the day, there's 4 seasons in the UK. There's winter, you buy winter outfit for the kids. There's summer,
Uh-huh.
there's spring, you change outfit for them. So if you are now
More
coming
of
and
us,
saying,
how
yeah,
much is the
maybe you are
money
collecting
safe?
child benefits,
How much is the money said? £90 a month. Abi, how much
it
safe?
depends exactly a month. Then if you
Uh-huh.
are if you are earning below the threshold, if you are lucky, you
Uh-huh.
are maybe on universal credit, and universal credit is
Yeah.
given. But then universal
Yeah.
credit is how much you earn, they give you. If you earn too much, they will deduct your money. If
They
you
will
earn less,
deduct
the
it.
money will
Yeah.
go up. And
Yeah.
also, I've got a video coming up. Why, as an immigrant, you should not be depending on benefits in the UK. Because if
Exactly.
you are depending on benefit in the UK, it's going to affect your jackpot back to Nigeria if you intend of jackpotting back.
Yep.
What the mistake of some of the people, some of the aunties in London is that some of them they depend on this child benefit money. All of their children grow older, they do not bother to work, and they are counting on their children to become their pension. And the children are telling them that, Dad, I've got a life, I want to buy a mortgage, I want to do that. So because all the time when they
Exactly.
were supposed to be working, they were not working, they were depending on the child benefit they were being given. Obviously, that child benefit they take, they feed the children. So they
Mm-hmm.
neglected themselves, they did not work. And they have now retirement age, they've not contributed into the national insurance, and government is giving them tertiary. And you see them carrying pangolo on Peckham Street
Begging for
because
money. Oh,
they
God.
cannot afford to eat.
I
They
don't
cannot afford
know.
to eat their own. And then they'll now come and talk to the woman. And the woman is the one collecting all the money. But like I always say, that's the question. A few of the people that I've met, I've actually thrown this question to them, and they are men. I'm like, come to find. Your wife said you're not giving him our money. You're not contributing to this. That. Like, if you were back home in Nigeria, what would you do?
Hmm.
And they'll be like, that one a Nigeria now. So they'll be their type go carry their children, go they give family member, extended family, and make I put Shewu here, make I put Tola here. You'll be hanging their children everywhere. Like there's nothing to
God.
make it make sense. Go out and get a bloody job because this money at the end of the day, they're not going to give you the money for the rest of the children's life. It's only until they turn 18. And when they turn
Yeah.
18, that money stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just
Stops.
those people who understand that child benefits. And I don't blame some men who want to collect the money because some women, when they collect the money, that's when they will start bleaching their skin. That's when they will
Mm-hmm.
go to everywhere and be party. You can go in London. I
Mm-hmm.
don't blame them, But in all, I'm going to start round up. In all, if you're in the diaspora and you're a woman, please, there's nothing like for me now. Also, like I said, I'm going to do a video. This child benefit money, you are entitled to it if they say you're entitled to it. I am of the opinion that you should accept it because if you have younger children below the age of 5, you are not able to work full time. They will support you. Yes, accept the money, but as soon as
Okay.
your last child starts school, go and get a full time job. Because some people
Mm-hmm.
start saying, I'm struggling with after school care money. I'm struggling with child care money. You can go for a retail job. I did retail job for 7 years when all of my children were not in primary school years. And when all of them went on to primary school, I increased my hours to 30 hours from 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I do 5 days a week, 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, school starts at 9. It gives me the time to drop all of my kids at school and then I drive to work. So I take them to school I take them to school 7:45 for breakfast club. And then my children's school to work is 15 minutes. I drive to work, get to work at 8 o'clock. School closes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I finish work at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, I finish from work, I drive to my children's school, sit down at the school gate, collect all of them, and I go home. That was how I did till all of my kids went on to secondary school. Some people were
Hmm.
like, I don't want to pay for childcare. But then if both of you are together, you can either work part-time and
Yeah.
the other one can do full-time. That way you do it that way. That's how often when I see people say they are struggling with childcare, I'm like, how are you struggling with childcare? one of you have to step
It's
down, maybe step down your hours.
because they don't strategize. They don't know how to. You see the way you are talking about it now. You planned yourself.
Exactly,
You know what you want. You are looking at future.
exactly.
You understand? But it's not
When I was raising
everybody.
myself, I did not have to pay anybody childminder fee.
Yeah,
Even when I
it's
went
not
to uni,
everybody that knows this. Yeah.
I did not have to pay anybody childcare fee because I was like, okay,
Mm,
I told my manager I've got children. That's why retail is flexible. If you're a young parent with young children, retail job is flexible for you.
mm,
You can negotiate your hours. And at that
yeah.
time, as well, when I was even at uni, which meant that
Mm,
I was going to uni during the week. So I reduced my hours from 30 hours to 16 hours. So I was doing 16 hours over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and I was going to uni 4 days a week.
mm,
So I still did not have to pay anybody childcare. Often people like, how did you do it? I'm like, if you really want to learn, join my membership, you will learn. So people like, we are struggling and childcare. And I'm like, no, how are you struggling? Both of you are together. It's either one of
mm.
you do night, one of you do day. So at least one will be at home to cater for the kids while the other one is away. And if you can't
Yeah.
compromise and do that, then maybe you should just have children.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't
Exactly.
have kids, you know? And this is coming from somebody
Exactly.
who has 5 children. And yes, I will not advocate for you to have 5 children if you're in diaspora, not in this age. The time when I was having my children, it was much easier. My last child is 13 years old. My oldest is 21. When I was having my children here in the UK, it was years ago. Things were still better. Now, two maximum. Don't overdo it.
Mm,
Mom of
that's
God, I
Don't
have
true.
a
overdo it.
question. I don't know if the way it works in America is the same way it works there. Like
Mhm,
if like let's say at my age now, the money I'm contributing to my social security that they deduct every paycheck
mhm.
determines what I get when I'm like at the age of like 60 or so. So for those people that don't want to work, like if you think that you're doing yourself a favor because you are using your children as an excuse, it's not going to tell
Hmm.
on you until you're 65 and both start getting social
Exactly.
security checks. Then you start getting maybe $100 a month and you start fighting. You were not working.
Mhm.
I remember
Exactly.
someone told me one time and said, "Oh, don't work too much when we're in school." She said, "Don't work too much so that you qualify for financial aid." I'm going to tell you one thing. I was working, making twice what she was doing, and I was
Mhm.
getting more financial aid and more scholarship than her.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So people use that, but it's not. Somebody was like, "Oh, wait for tax return when you do tax return." I said, "Me, I passed the stage where I get tax
No.
return. I won't have to
That's why I
pay
said no.
anything."
If you have younger children below the age of 4, because here in the UK, you are not required as a parent who has a child, if you're maybe a single parent, or even if you're a couple, obviously one of you have to work full time. But if you're on your
Mm,
own and you have a child below the age of 4, you are not required to work full time. As this is what I'm talking about, you're not required to work full time. But as soon as that child starts school, they expect you, even at that, if they start school, you are not even required to work full time. Maybe get a
yeah.
16-hour job or
Yeah.
18-hour job, which means that you are able to work when your child is in
But
school,
just sitting
and
like
then
that
you
and
are
Mm.
doing
there to
nothing
pick them
doesn't
up.
make
That was what
sense
I did
though.
with all of my kids.
Here
And
is
people
even
like
seven
that was like,
years.
how did you do it? And even
Mm,
then, even so, that was one thing again I would say to people in diaspora: if you have children, learn to drive. Me learning to
mm,
drive was the best gift I gave myself.
mm,
I was studying full time, working part time, and I was still learning to drive. See, as soon
mm,
as immediately I passed like this, nothing was holding me down. I would go anywhere. Learn to drive. Learning to drive was the best gift I gave myself in diaspora. Because when I started work again, when all of my children went to school and I was still working part time, then I was working 30 hours a week, 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. That's 30 hours, 5 days a week. I was able to drop them, breakfast, drive to work on time. It was easy. You can imagine if I have to take public transport with 5 children. It was not easy. So if any of you is watching me here, learn to drive, save that money, learn to drive. And cars are cheap to buy. That's why I say don't do overdo. Don't go and give out to 5 children. Me, I was driving mode way. I was driving a 7-seater,
Nah,
and it was not cheap when I bought that car.
they'll born 5 children and then they want to go and buy Mercedes.
Because if you have children below the age of 4, so Tony is asking you how much is government giving them that makes them so lazy. You know what? If you have children below the age of let me use myself as an example. You can imagine me having 5 children. At some point, I was getting almost £2,000 every month for my children, and I was not working because obviously three of them were almost below. Three of them were like 3, 4, 2, and my two oldest were in school then, so I still cannot work full time. At some point, when they were all below the age of maybe 8 or below the age of 10, I was getting almost 2,000 pounds. You can imagine a man knowing that you are getting that much over your children every month. Why would they want to work? Why would they want to work? Or
So
if they
here
might
in
even
Ireland,
work and keep their
yeah,
money.
yeah. So here in Ireland, mom of five. So
Yeah.
if you have like one child,
Mm-hmm.
like they allow them to stay up to 7 years here. When your child is
Yeah.
7 years, then they will
All
write to
right.
you that
Okay.
okay,
You guys are
your
lucky.
yeah, so yeah, they will write to you that now your child is 7 years. They will take you. They call it loan parent payment.
Yeah. Loan
So
period. Yeah.
yeah, like for people that are single parent
Single
and you
parents.
have
Yeah.
children, yeah. So they will now write to you that okay, now your child is turning 7, so we're going to put you on
Okay.
transition and we expect you to start looking for job.
So it's a child for a
Okay,
job. Yeah. It's
so
same here.
yeah, so for with somebody with one child, yeah, with somebody with one child in a week here, you will be
Yeah.
clocking up to almost 300 euros a week. A
See,
week.
that's what I'm saying. You can. So that's why I said. I mean, I have 5
A week.
children, so it was a lot of money for me.
Mm,
But yes, what
yeah.
the men fail to understand is that as these children are growing older, the money drops. And immediately I
Yes.
started
Yeah.
working like this. Immediately I started working like this. You need to see how they slash that money. But then I know what
Mm-hmm.
I wanted for myself. I want to be able to go, maybe buy a house. I want to be able to
Yeah.
buy a car. I want to be able to afford lots of things. And trust me, if you are dependent on benefit in this country, you will not be able to achieve any of those things for yourself. I'm telling you, and
They
that's the
won't give
hard
you.
fact.
You won't have any credit rating to do anything.
Because you're like, oh, because you don't want to
Buy
use that money, you are
anything.
working less hours. So if you
Yeah,
work
they
less
won't give
hours
you.
all your life because you want to collect that money, and now how will you want to jackpot? How will you have a house to build when you jackpot? So like I said, another
Yeah.
it may be going to be a live stream or a video where we're going to actually sit down and talk into that. So the older the children becomes, this money stops. And now my own, the last two, I've only got 2 children who are below the age of 16 now, 18. In the couple 2 years time, that money will stop. And how much am I getting on both of them? Maybe I'm getting about maybe £500 a month on both of them because now my being a nurse, my income is way higher than what I should be getting. So normally I should not even be getting anything. I should not even be getting anything. But obviously, because I've still got the two under the age of 16, I'm still being supported. I'm not saying you should not accept the money. If you are entitled to it, accept it, apply. But when your kids start school, get yourself off it. Get yourself, maybe gradually increase your working hours from not working to 16 hours a week, from 16 hours to 24 hours a week. And from there, how your children are growing, start, you are achieving things. A lot of people have reached out to me here in the UK like, no, this is what's happening. The husband, even the husband, they know the wife is not working and getting money. And the husband will start like hiding their money. Like, why are you hiding your money from your wife? Why?
Mm.
Why are you hiding the money? So because the wife is collecting the benefit now, you now say because the money you work for, yeah, the woman does not need this, and that is one of the contributing factors why marriages are also breaking in the UK. Those who are telling the reason why marriages are breaking, they will not tell you the cocoa, but this is one of the reasons why marriages are breaking. Because husband is like, should be you are collecting the benefit for his children. Why should I give you money? And wife will be like, how can you be in diaspora and you are working, you are not giving me money for the children? That's where the imbalance goes. And the wife like, okay, you're working, you're not supporting the family. So of what use are you? Get out. That's it all. It's hard, but that's one of the reasons. This is I'm spitting out here. I've experienced it at one point in my marriage as well. It's one of the things that contributes to marriages failing. This benefit money. And if you go to London, you will hear a rich story.
A lot.
You
A
will hear
lot of
a
it.
lot. And men will say, that's why they're all single mothers. Why? That's why they're all single mothers. Maybe if you work
That's
hand
what
in
they
hand with
say.
your wife,
Yeah, that's what they say.
that's why they're all single mothers. But how have you worked hand in hand with her? That's why I said that there's a way you can both work together so that you don't end up paying child care for anybody. If this is night shift that you know how to work, me now I don't joke with my sleep. I would never have been able to work night shifts. I will never. I'm a morning person. You wake me up 5 o'clock to get ready for work. I'm ready to be for 5 o'clock to go to work. Come back at 10 o'clock at night. But to go and do night shift, God forbid, you will not find me doing night shift. So if both of you are there, which is good, absolutely great. You will save money, you will make money together, and you'll be able to afford the life you want for your children. But when one person is doing it and the other one is shying away, hiding money away, there will be issues. So one of you either have to decide, is it night shift you want to do or day shift? Work around your children, which means that one parent is not the only one spending more time with the children. You are giving each other the chance to spend time with your children. So if you work night shift, the other parent at home will stay with the children, spending time with them. And when you want that night shift come back, you take the other one to school, and the other one comes up, you stay with them, go on day shift, you stay with them. That way, you both are not missing out on your children. But if it's just the one person, trust me, there will be issues. There will be issues.
Mama, fine, 1 second. Please, I want to address something. What's your name? Olaleye Oluwafemi. You guys don't understand something. When people are talking about stuff, you want to dig into people's life. You need to be learning to be minding your business. You're here asking mom of five if she and her husband are still together because it looks like she's the only one taking care of the children. You need to mind your goddamn business. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, she's
Yeah,
a mom. Second of all, there's no place that she did you hear how many hours she said she was working that time? Does that look like something that can sustain children to you? But you people will not know how to mind your business. You want to know what's going on in people's
exactly.
life. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Oh my God, home training won't allow me to talk. Jesus, please hold my mouth. Oh
Life
my
will
God,
not be
hold my
on
mouth.
floor. Go on.
But
That's how
this
they
is
do.
just what
That's
I'm
how they
gonna
come here.
say.
They don't respect
You need
themselves.
you need
If
to
these are the
respect
kind of people that
yourself
are listening to Daddy
or
Freeze. They come
exactly,
Yeah.
here.
or I'll go and recite your behind and I'll tell you about your life and your family. I'm telling you, I do that for a living. I get paid to do that shit. So I'm just gonna tell you, if you want to come here and come and learn, learn. If you don't want to learn,
Exactly.
just go ahead and mind go to the freeze where you can learn nonsense and learn nonsense here. But what we're trying to do here today, we're trying to educate ourselves on how we can live profitable lives and be beneficial to our own family. Mom of is
Exactly.
sharing experience how she's able to help her own children. And if you listen well, because the eba that you ate went through your brain and blocked somewhere, she said at some point that was causing a friction in her marriage too. Did you hear her? Where she said at some point, she didn't
At some
say
Point.
point.
linger. She said at some point. Be learning
No, some
English.
people
Please,
don't
if you need
understand.
dictionary,
They don't.
English is hard for some people to understand. I don't blame
English is
them.
mention
not.
That's why they
It's not
maybe
our
that
mention
father.
maybe
your.
that
It's not our
maybe that
father's tongue.
maybe that Ekule
I'm,
school. Now Ekule
I'm
school she
telling you,
only school you go.
Gag.
some of you are being spies to all these bloggers that are hating on her. So you want to come and hear what you can hear and what you can pick. You're not here to learn.
Exactly.
You just want to do a
Exactly.
proko and then you go and report. I wish you good luck. But because I went to church yesterday, Holy Spirit did not allow
Bye.
me to say rubbish to you. But I want to advise you, change your life. If you don't have something to do, chew ice and drink water. Mom of five came to UK without degree. She has a degree. She's a nurse. Have you learned anything from that? Have you learned anything
Attire.
from that?
And all
Learn
of these
something
were
from that.
achieved with 5 children.
Come and be saying, it looks like you're the only one taking. Are you still with your husband? How is that your business?
Attire. Oh, you should
How
come
is
and
that your
poke my you come
business?
and poke your hand in my
I
borehole.
want, I want monitoring spirit.
Exactly. They should come and monitor. They should come and monitor. Just like I was saying earlier on, guys, you know what?
Sorry
There's
for
a reason why,
interjecting.
if you're in this country, there's a reason why the system works. And
Yes.
hence why there's a reason why the system works. And some of us here, being African, like I said, have been in this country for 20 years. I had 4 of my children in this country. My oldest was 9 months old when I came into this country. And like I said, I knew what I wanted for myself. I want education. I want to be able to afford the life I want. And I know that not working will not get me that. It was not until when I started working that me and my husband were able to buy our first car and many more things that we've done. So if you are a man here and you are a father, you have children and you are not working, I'm sorry for you. I am sorry for you. If you like, go and born 20 children with 20 women in diaspora and be running around and you think those children will be your life
They will go and
insurance.
collect
Come,
a jaw. They
why
will go and
get back?
collect a jaw everywhere.
You will chop out pain because children in this country, they are not wired the way someone like me is wired that okay, yes, you know that when your parents are grown up, you provide
You
for your
look
parents.
after
No,
them.
children in the
Yeah.
diaspora, they don't care. They don't care.
No,
They
they
only
look
care about
after
themselves.
themselves.
If you don't
Themselves.
behave
That's it.
yourself, they'll go and throw you in a care home. They'll go and throw you in a
You,
care home.
can you believe
Because
one of my daughter said to me? Wait to me one day. I said, when you grow up, you buy your house. When you buy your house with your husband, then I'll come and visit you. Then I can stay. Maybe you can, get me something she's looking at me there.
mhm,
You can get me something at the backyard, behind your house. I can be staying there. She said, no, mommy. Maybe I'm going to put you in the care home. I said, and your
that's
father,
what they
no.
do. That's what they do. So you'll be lucky if your child is actually looking after you at home. Hence why I said that you know what, here in the diaspora, there's opportunities for you if you're entitled to the benefit, whatever that is available, apply for it. But as soon as
Yeah.
your children start school, get yourself moving on.
Get your life in
Start from
place. Yeah.
16 hours a week. just to start with, okay, children are going back to school now. There's a way you can do it so they have to pay childcare. And then from there, 24 hours a week. Because at some point for me, retirement is japa back to Nigeria for me. That is what I want. But if that's not
Yeah.
possible, even if I want to remain here, it will be I will make myself comfortable. I will just be going to
Comfortable.
Sun City. I'll be going to Sun City every month, going to a
That's
party
it.
where Sunday. But if you've not
That's it.
made that plan, you will struggle. You will just, I always say to people that here in diaspora, you see some people sleeping under the bridge, veterans, people who are sleeping under the bridge, homegrown children here. It's because they did not plan their lives well. And this system, this country is changing. Things are changing. The way it is 12 years ago is not the way it is now.
It's not the same again, oh.
It's not the way it is now. So
Not the
if you are
same.
watching me and you are saying, yeah, my wife is collecting child benefits, I will not work. Now your wala be that, because God help you, those children grow up, they will just go and put you in care home. And start planning for your life, okay? Start planning for your life. And I'm going to start rounding up, guys. Start planning for your life.
Yeah.
Like lots of stories. If you go to London, you will hear. I'm not in London, but here in Glasgow that I am, I know of a few people with these stories I've shared who has these stories. And yes, I know of a lot. I have done translation. I've done translation
I know a
assignment
lot
before.
of them in London.
All these
A
court
lot of
cases.
them.
So I have experience. I've heard stories. And yes, I've shared part of me that at some point in my marriage, it was happening. And I'm like, okay, I went back to uni, became a nurse. And now, even how much is my salary as a nurse? Even with maybe at now, I've got 3 adult children. Maybe I'm in a way supporting 2 children 100%. Even at that, they only see no they reach me, they spend. But what do I do on the side? I sell candles. I'm on YouTube. I do interpreting freelance on the side. I'm jack of all trades. So now you will now come abroad, you come and say, hey, my wife is collecting benefits. I want to be Odogu at home. Odogu for where? Odogu for where? No. So
I
going
have,
back to Regina Daniels, obviously,
yeah.
like I said, I don't know, apart from she being a Nollywood actress, I don't know if she finished uni, but it will be very, very important for her. I know I'm of the opinion that she should not leave Ned Nwoko, because if she leaves, I don't know what's there for her. Because if other 5 women are still there, why our own won't be different? Our own cannot be different. So
But did
the
you
best
see
thing
the
for her
man
is to,
congratulating her? Still calling
I
her
saw it
my
now.
wife. I love you.
My
This and
wife
that.
Regina Daniels.
Uh-huh.
I was surprised in that write-up. It said Regina Daniels. What happens to my wife, Mrs. What happens to Regina? My wife Regina Nwoko.
Ah.
He wrote it as Regina Daniels. My wife Regina Daniels. That was how he
No, she
wrote it. Let me go and
tagged
find
her.
out.
She tagged her. You know, Regina has changed her name from Nwoko to
Yeah.
Daniel. So when she tagged her, it was the name that is on the Instagram that came up.
That came up. All right,
Definitely
okay.
be a handle name that came up. So
So see, I've got
I
the
was
post here.
like,
So
yeah.
I've got the post. He said, "Congratulations, Regina Daniels. A big congrats." So he did not put art. So from the write up, it says, "Congratulations,
Oh,
Regina Daniels. A big congratulations to my dear wife, Regina Daniels." Why is he not putting Woko on being honored as the Sun newspaper's Nollywood Personality of the Year?
No, but on the certificate is Regina Daniels who work on the
Yes, they
certificate.
wrote Woko, but as the husband, where they address him, why is he addressing her as Regina Daniels? My congratulations to my wife, Regina Daniels. Why did you not put Nwoko at the back?
Baba wants peace.
Guys, this fire is just
Baba
about to
wants
start.
peace. Baba wants peace. Please.
It's probably clear that, yeah, maybe Regina is out of the house, but we never say never. She might leave and she might not leave. And we all know she's been a child actress for a very long time. And we might be thinking maybe she does not have enough money. Maybe she might have money, but good luck to her. Like I said,
yeah.
if they
She
talk say
worked on the project with this thing
that
recently.
something that an elder can see while sitting down, a child will not see it when they whatever how did they put that adage there. I just hope that as parents we learn from this. Obviously, the video already sang that money without love or love without money. But in our own, I like 24-year-old, a 70-year-old man, that cannot be me. That cannot be me. But I'm hoping that whatever it is that she's experiencing, I hope she's able to find a closure, she's able to find a resolution. And please, I'm going to keep saying this, guys. I'm rounding up. I'm going to keep saying this. If you are a young lady and you think marriage is the next thing for you, if you don't have a job, you don't have a training, you don't have any form of education, you don't have any skills, and you want to get married to somebody that is promising you that is an odogu, abort mission, go back and learn the trade. Go and learn a trade. If the man is ready to marry, saying that he's an odogu, say no. Say, don't worry, I will marry you, but I want to go and learn that trade. Go, you must have something doing, because at some point, I think my mom was working up until she had me. It was when she had my sister, my immediate younger sister, that she stopped working. And at some point, I tried to understand why my dad was abusive towards my mom, because at some point I could tell that it was hard for him alone to cater for 5 children while my mom was not working. Then my mom was a full-time housewife after she had me. So in a way, I tried to understand, maybe obviously the stress of, going to work, paying for 5 children's school fees, providing for that. Maybe that was what led him to go that way with my mom. But then that is not enough. So please have something doing. If there's nothing wrong with being a full-time housewife, being a full-time housewife, like I've said in a video that I did this morning, I saw a video of a lady. She became a millionaire from selling Zobo in Lagos. You can
Uh-huh.
be a full-time housewife and be doing something on the side. Despite the fact that my mom was at home not working, she was into catering jobs. She would go and do, like, food servicing. People would come hire her for the weekend. She would do dishes for them. She was attending one of our other colleague. They were attending like Ogun State or those states to go and cater for large weddings. She has all this big, big pot, cutlery she was hiring out. If they want to do a business, then we were living very close to Magodo in Lagos. Every other weekend, passing there for Magodo. They will come and hire dishes, cutlery, set of cutlery, spoons, those big, big pots they used to cook party food. My mom had loads of it, even till now. Even till now, they still come to hire from her. So she was making money from that aspect. So at some point later on down the lane, she was able to support my dad, but it's just minimal. But in this age, you want to go and marry, you don't have a job, you don't have any source of income, and you are an odogu. I say, you want to marry an odogu. Your odogu will be the one that will be crying in Ferrari. You'll be crying in Lamborghini. You don't want your case to be like that. I rest my case. Guys, please, your last thing was so we can round up.
Yeah, like you said, rightly said, we as parents, we should try as much as possible as well to try and guide, and God will help us to guide our children
Amen.
to do the
Amen.
right thing. Because to be honest,
Amen.
it's not easy for us to do, but it's only God that can help us to
Yeah.
put them through the right path, both the
Mm.
boys, the male and the female children that we have. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I have to say to all the moms that is watching, and not only the moms, the parents, the both
The
parents, both
parents, both
moms
parents,
and
yes,
the
the
dad,
man and the maid,
you
the
know,
fathers and the mothers, yes,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, no be only
And,
woman, they train children.
yeah, and the single, maybe the single parents, God will help you,
Mm.
because to be honest, being a single parent is not easy. You know,
It's not,
if you
though.
have
It's
the
not.
two person people there, it's, like
It
if
makes
two
it
of
better.
them
It makes it
coming together
easier.
to
Maybe not. It makes
this
it
event,
even more easier to do as compared to if it was
yeah,
just one person.
yeah.
You
But
know,
if it's single, I just
it's
pray
hard
for
though.
strength for you
Mm.
parents. That's all I can say.
Mm. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister. Thank you so much. All right, life with
Well,
Natu. Round up your lasting words before we
I,
go.
I, I think you guys
thank you
basically have
for having
said
me.
you guys have basically said most of the stuff. Honestly speaking, women have to like be very, very creative.
Hmm.
Gone past the stage where you just want to sit down and have everything being handed out to you. Like Gladys was saying the other time that she hopes that she says something that she's able to help herself with, because I think sometimes what these young women do when they find themselves getting all this money on the side, they just think that it will last forever, but it will
Mm.
not. So
Yeah.
you have to be creative. Plenty. I have a regular job, like I said the other time, I have a regular job. I sell perfume oil. I have a foundation that I'm supporting Nigeria. So every Sunday I make zobo and suya and take to church to go and
See?
sell and get more
Hmm.
money and send to them. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it serving the purpose? Yes, it's serving the purpose. So do you think that there are other things people can do to get money without stressing themselves like that? Yeah, but there's dignity in getting your own money. And
Yeah.
we have to make that normal. We have to
Mm.
normalize women like working for their own money, enjoying their
Yeah.
own sweat, than getting hand me down, jumping from this Odogu to that Odogu, buying Lamborghini, buying business class. You can buy business class with your own money. There's nothing wrong in it. So I
Exactly.
just pray that our parents will do better. We'll teach our girls more that there's dignity in
Mm.
having your own money, so that they don't have to be subjecting themselves to some kind of like useless behavior, or making yourself like, how can you be 18-year-old girl man marrying a 60-year-old man just because, well, I'm from the north, it's not new to us, but still
Yeah.
but still. So
Mm.
I just hope we learn. And oh, Olayele, Abi, what's your name? People like, I hope you are learning. Come here and learn. Most mom of five is here teaching people. But you see, coconut head will not let you people see past your nose.
They will
This is
not
not
learn.
like
They just want to come and do a
2025.
cocoa here.
Change,
They just want to come and do a cocoa.
change. Leave mom of five alone. Let her drink breeze. Uh-huh.
Thank you so much,
Sis,
my
have a
beautiful
good
sister.
day.
Thank you
No
so much. All
wahala.
right,
Take
guys.
care.
This is the end of the live stream today, and like I was very, very quiet because I don't want to wake the children up. It's currently 9 here in Germany. I'm in Germany. Yes, I'm not in Glasgow at the moment, so I'm going to be here for a week. I don't return back to Germany. I mean, I don't return back to Glasgow till next week Saturday. So I'm going to try and do some videos and maybe do some live stream here. So a couple of live stream is coming. I already scheduled most of them. So I already scheduled that of Senator Natasha and Akpabio. And there's another video that I'm going to be talking about. It's about this couple, this man who unalived his wife after 9 months of wedding. So I've been wanting to do that since last week. I was meant to do it on Saturday, but that was the Saturday I traveled. And I also want to do a story that broke about 2 years ago. It was how a Nigerian man unalived his Scottish wife. So the Scottish wife is a Nigerian woman. So that man has just been sentenced to buy. So I'm going to bring that story, obviously, as a live stream as well. So all of this brought down to domestic violence, and you all know how, like, I'm a product from a house where DV was present. So that's why I'll always come out here and call out DV. So these are the videos I've got lined up in terms of live stream. So please, if you've watched till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do not hesitate to like, drop your comments in the comment section, and join us when we are on live stream like this. Come and hear your views, come and hear your opinion, because at the end of the day, I do not know it all. I do not know everything. I do not know anything at all, because I learn every day from people's stories. Like, I learn from people's stories that I hear every day. Zeno, take time. Banigo, I will send Banigo to you. So, we learn every day as we come here. I watch other people's videos as well. I take one or two things away. And one thing I also want you to know is that at times when you come onto somebody's live stream and you don't know what they're talking about, it's better to zukwanike. It's better to keep quiet. You are allowed to ask questions. Just like I was obviously sharing from experience here, some dingbat, a known entity came here to start spewing nonsense. I won't be surprised you are the type that your wife will bring omwale. You are the type your wife will bring bastard to you, and you look after that child, and maybe it's at your old age or as your pai that your family realize that that child is not yours. So we learn every day. Like, nobody knows everything. We learn, and we learn from other people's mistakes, so that when we learn from other people's mistake, it helps us not to make the same mistake. And yes, they say the mistake is the best teacher. I'm of the opinion that once bitten, twice shy. That is a mistake you've made once. If you actually learn from it, you should not make that mistake the second time. So that's just what I'm here to share. And if you are here and you don't like what I do here, that's the door. Okay? That's the door. I'm not forcing you. I allowed your opinion. I'm allowed my opinion as well. But if you come here to insult me, come. I like Basbos. I'll be Wawulen speaking. I will give you Basbos back. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you to each and every one of you who have been here. I really appreciate you here. If you are new, please do not hesitate to, subscribe. There's lots of videos on my channel that you can, catch up with. And also, you can follow me on my Instagram handle. I'm known as that mom of five on Instagram handle. On Instagram, I'm known as just doing me. On TikTok, where I share my weight loss journey. So far, well, I've not weighed myself this week. I think my next weighing date is on Wednesday, so I'll probably let you guys know how much weight I've lost. But I am now in a size 10 jeans. Yes. So also, do not hesitate to join my membership as well. Okay, Abby is one of my members here. Life with Natu is one of my members of my membership as well. Those are all of my members. Shout out to you guys. And why join my membership? It's just a way of you supporting my channel. Saying, "Oh, that one of five, take this £5, buy yourself Starbucks." Abby, I deserve one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And hopefully, the next live stream will probably be, if not tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday. I won't try and do maybe every other day, but we'll see how it goes if this wireless stays wireless connecting. Okay, thank you so much, each and every one of you. And please do not hesitate to like this video, share, drop your thoughts, your comments, as always, in the comment section. And I'll try my best to reply them. And if there's any question, also feel free to DM me or even send me an email. Yeah, some of you sent me an email about Mobad's but then Mubad's story is very, very wild. I really don't want to dip myself into it, but I'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zeno. And you are still asking me for your gifts. Don't worry, I will send Abby to you. Now, Abby will come and flog you from behind camera. Thank you, guys, and have an amazing week ahead. All right. Bye for now. Bye.